This is a worm alert. Beware of the movement known as Pauperganda. The following individuals are wanted for multiple crimes. Fugitive Rose, Litophyte, last seen escaping the planet Pauper. Fugitive Mastermind, Deluxicov, considered extremely dangerous. Citizens with information should contact the worm agent immediately. Withholding information is a violation of Phyrexian law. Generous rewards will be given to any citizens with helpful information. Wizards United Rarity Management. We care about you.
In the Phyrexian system lies the planet of Pauper. Here the most dangerous minds are held captive by wizards who rule the planet with an iron fist in an attempt to silence the common people's uprising known as Pauperganda. But two have defied the odds, escaping the planet and spreading their dangerous knowledge throughout the galaxy. Aboard the deck of the SS metagame, they broadcast their message of hope.
Hey everybody, it's Deluxicov. It's raining. I'm super excited. I got this cool deck from some old guy, and I'm not just saying that to make fun of him or me or our generation, but that's actually his name. Long story behind that. I'm going to jump right on over and join here before I go over the deck review, and hopefully it won't take too long. So, glad to see all of you, if only digitally. Shirazamon JSig 1980 in the house. Thanks for joining me, guys. We're running another Ash Barons deck. I added this to this one I call Patriot-Blade. I'm not quite sure if I tweaked this or not. It was just one of those, I was losing like crazy. I'm like, what am I going to play? So I was going through a bunch of stuff and was like, hey, this looks good. So I went through and just had some really good success with it. Very, very, very bad deck to play when you've had a few glasses of wine in you. I was 8-0, and I played this 4 times last night with about 3 glasses of wine, and I lost every single one. This morning, we're 1-1. Had a nail biter. I had, I think, 8 seconds left, and the guy had 12 seconds left, and I timed out, believe it or not. But anyway, you'll even notice my foggy day theme with even my basics are everything looking nice and dark. But we'll get back to the deck list in a minute. Let me go right into round 3. We'll replay everything as we always do and all that good stuff. Holy Hawk says, you said wine? Yes. It's not a good option with this list. So anyway, we'll see. And the man is really feeling fine. We run 24 basics in this, and boy, jinx myself. There we go. Boom. Double Hawk. We have 24 lands in this, and we're gonna see me pay for that. I got epically flooded in the loss I had in round 2, which is pretty funny to replay. We'll do that in a little bit. So yeah, wine to go with my wine of not getting any good stuff. Yeah, you can take it both ways, I guess. But yeah, I was in the middle of round 2 against Boros. And the third round, the deciding game, and I was looking at my clock going, oh my god, I only got like 6 minutes. He had like 7, and we were going back and forth, and I thought the game was completely over. And like I said, we'll replay it, but if this guy ever lets me mulligan, good grief, he's taking a minute to decide if he wants to keep or not. Or maybe he's double streaming and watching us, who knows. But yeah, I'm with you, JSig. I like wine too. Nice to spice a Friday night Pauper. Yeah, for me, yeah, there's just nothing goes better with brewing or looking at a list and just kind of contemplating stuff and, just kibitzing about little things here and there. And before you know it, you're losing a burn with a white life deck. It's funny stuff. While we're waiting for our opponent, I don't know what the hell he's doing. I got my wife a long time ago. I call it the iPhone of 400 years ago, but it's an astrolabe. I don't know. This camera's not that great, but really cool. It's not real gold, but I mean, this was like the iPhone way back when. You could set all kinds of stuff to it. But I'm always, been married as long as I have. It's hard to find new gifts. So if you guys if you have a lady in your life or a man in your life, it's a very cool, weird gift, and you can tell a lot of stuff with it. But I think it's only about $80-100, something like that. But really cool little. It's a good conversation piece anyway. I know it's not that great in this little tiny. What do you call Hooligan 2? Thanks for joining us. I wish our opponent would. He's at almost 22 minutes already. I know what's going on here. Let's see if the card size and everything good. I mean, talk to me while you can. We'll see. This is going to be epically lame if he just times out and I have to talk for 15 minutes. I've never had that happen before, but I guess we'll wait till we'll go over the deck list while this guy is I don't know what he's doing. So we have 4 Ash Barrens, 1 Chancery, and I think 5 islands, 3 Boiler Works, 4 mountains, 4 plains, all of the Cloudy Persuasion. We've got our artifact fetches because we're running Trinket Mage. We have 1 Life Staff Main, a Relic, 2 Spell Bombs. At first glance, I was like, why are these in here? And blah, blah, blah. And really good against Delver and quite a few other things. So, okay, so we're going to mulligan. Let's hope his next turn takes that long. Here we go. This is kind of thing we like. Keep. Well, we've already got red. I'll throw that on the bottom. We've got land drop for 4 turns here if you count the Karoo land here. So, got some defense. Let's see what we got. Uh-oh. Well, we'll see what we can do here. I am thinking, yeah, it'll be kind of cool. Maybe turn 3 if we can, hopefully he doesn't obliterate us. Drop the Boiler Works. We can flash Spell Bomb and see what that will do. Oh, there he is. Yep. All right, let's see here. We're going to go boom, boom. I'm just going to, right now, I'm going to fetch this, go for here. Next turn, we'll see what we can do. Yeah, it's some epic storms moving through California. I'm sure you guys have seen some of it on the news and such, but it's been pretty fun. It's I was expecting it all night, midnight, blah blah blah, and unfortunately, it hasn't done much. Of course, I have a pretty burly appetite when it comes to. Oops, cancel that. Boink. That's what I meant to do. All right, this is. I'm really sketchy about playing this for you guys because I've only played it for probably 24 hours now, and it's a time hog, and I'm streaming, and it's all 3 rounds. I mean, you know the drill. All my normal complaints. So we're gonna torch this, blast this, and hopefully he doesn't have a haste guy, and we'll eat something with Journey to Nowhere next. We're already at 14 life. Let me bring up the card size here. As I'm fond of saying, we're not playing elves or tokens, so make it nice and fat. Heck, why not? Let's live a little bit. Ugh, there we go. All right, there's that. Okay, well, this will be kind of funny. Let's see if we can get him to 2-for-1 himself here. We'll go like this. Hopefully he tries to sack that in response. We'll be in a pretty good place if that goes down. Nope. All right, well, we're just going to play it slow here. Maybe go grab another Spell Bomb, or probably a Life Staff here. Oh, there it is. Good old goblins, just like last week. I forget last week already. I played too much Magic. Do you want to use the ability? Nope. I don't want to do anything. I want to sit around, pass priority, and not play good stuff. But anyway. But yeah, the player that initially his list got me into Pauper was a guy named Some Old Guy, and he's got a lot of really cool designs here and there and everywhere, and just been it's just been like everything he's built. I've always been like, oh yeah, that's cool, or I'll have like 99% of the same list and stuff. So I feel, never met him or anything, but I always feel kind of a kindred spirit towards him. We got plenty of land. We're going to drop a Mole Drifter next turn. I want to do this, that, and the other thing. So I think I'm going to pull this out. I'm going to go like this. I'm going to go like this, this, and this. I'm going to play defensively here for a bit. It's got to be a little thwarting at this point. We got 2, 4, 5 mana. Our guys are way better quality already. We've got a life stick out. This is feeling pretty good. Let's see. We'll go torch time. I prefer those over the others. We'll go zap time. I'm just trying to go for a concession here, if you're wondering. And we'll go this time. It's like a get out of my way, sucker. Concession? Oh no. Ah, weird. Okay, cool. Keep chatting, guys. If you're new to Pauperganda, you know, speak up. I don't know if you're there. All that drill. Let me know, especially so I know that if the feed's going in or out or whatnot. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I just want to torch this guy. We're feeling it. I mean, we got a blue ball lightning, or what is that? Almost a ball lightning. 5, right? Yeah, with feed, sometimes I'm always a little wary over what's going on, when, where. All right, let's drop this here. Cast this. Got, what is it? Heck with it. Let's go. I'm the aggressor now, baby. Let me know what's going on out there, guys. I haven't heard anybody chatting for a while, so just write the word jackass or something, just so I know everything's going good, because I haven't seen it scroll by in a bit. And before I forget, Shahrazamon, I got to give you my cell number in case you ever do need to get hold of me offline. So remind me about that. All right, let's go. Let's drop some volume. I think we're going to go boom, boom, boom. This deck is just riddled with good stuff. If you can survive long enough, it's a pretty ridiculous deck. It's just like, this is the best card in white. This is one of the best cards in blue. This is one of the best cards in red. And so on. I'm going to grab an Ancient Den. Play it. Spray it. I'll put it on this. I'm going to be blocking with stuff. Boom, boom. I really want to kind of whittle down his numbers. It's volumes. Oh, there we go. What is this deck? Just Guy says, Arch Naomi. All right, you're here. Yes, I call it Patriot-Blade. I'm not quite sure what the correct nomenclature is for it. As with everything Magic, it's just all over the place. It runs 24 lands, which I really like, and it has a ton of retrace, which I really like. And I mean, every card in it, you're just like, oh my god, all-star, all-star. So it's like when I do those videos on Pauper do and don'ts and stuff, it's just, this is kind of like the deck. Way to bury your Death Spark. If you're just joining us, never do this. No offense to this guy. He might be a little bit on tilt with the removal package we just drew. But you bury your Death Spark. That's like one of the best cards in red. You do not want to do that. All right. Shahrazamon says, this Summon Guide's list should be similar, I think. Yeah, look at it real quick and let me know if it's exactly the same, because I wouldn't be surprised if it is. Like I said, I didn't... I looked at it and I'm like, you know, my knee-jerk reaction is always to like, I'm going to cheat. And it's like, no. Just keep plugging away. And I always like to say yes to this just in case. There we are. Okay. Well, we're going to get out of Torchville. I know this feels like a waste here, but I don't want a double block issue happening. Dun, 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 dun. Mike Man 1978. Hey, it looks like I have a good playing against you yesterday. My proliferate deck needs some work. Hey, Stars 5757. Thank you for chiming in. Like I said, I am blind here, and I better concentrate or I'm going to lose on time. So hold on just a minute, but thank you for chiming in. Please don't hide in the shadows if you're shy and whatnot. Just seriously write like dot and then send it so that I can give you a shout out and stuff like that. What's the new brew, says Mike Man 1978. This is a Patriot-Blade, I call it. Nope. We're good here. We'll go like this. And we'll run for the fences. Come on, torch it. Torch it. What you got? All right. You know, got nothing. Here we go. But it's got enough firepower. It's been really good against the metagame. And, I mean, technically on paper and all that good stuff, it should own things like Stompy and such. But, and it has been. It's been doing really well. But, hold on, guys. I'm getting ahead of myself again here. Gotta stop talking so darn much. I don't need to fill the airwaves with my slurge. Slurge? Is that a word? Just Guy Trinket Mage Brew. Yeah, it's a little wordy, huh? All right. So we got that one. I'm just glad to. Now, COP Red's mostly for affinity, I find, and mostly for burn. I mean, pretty obvious, or Kiln Fiend style decks. Don't really like it against goblins. I'm more about kill it, block it, gain life, that sort of stuff. He's obviously going to bring in a lot of. We'd like to hold off on our Hydroblasts, which we're going to bring in all 3 for things like Smash to Smithereens, because our artifact package, we're not going to need Relic at all. The Bone Splitter, I'm not too sure about keeping. I'm going to get rid of it just because he's the aggro. We're not. And so we get enough resources that we're going to be able to pick them apart in the air. I actually think I might lose a Mole Drifter, but we're going to bring in 2 Missionaries just for an extra kick in the crotch factor. We'll bring out, I think, all of our Journeys and bring in the Electricaries. So I need to lose 1 more card here. Seagate Oracles. Oh my gosh. You know, I've often been the enemy on the other side of the gate with this guy, but what a house. Just draw a card and block forever. That 3 toughness is so key in Pauper, as Tedly Ted would tell you, with his weird elf build that ran quite the opposite there too. So let's see. Tempted. We've got this retrace. I'm going to get rid of Ona's Grace. Keep it like that. If I'm retracing, I'm going to be wanting to put guys up. So Paul J. Dyson, Spoon. Yes, new deck. You had me at Ash Barrens. All right. Relic could be good against Death Spark if he runs it. Yeah, I just don't want to get too cutesy here. So we lost. Let's just take a little inventory here. Yeah, I'm liking this. Our retrace effects are going to go for that. Like I said, this usually is incredibly, it plays like a monocolored deck because there's 24 basics, the Ash Barrens, the bounce. It's been performing really, really well that way. Unless I have wine. Of course, that's when you get the worst draws, right? Very, very bad choice for an inebriation deck. Anyway, and I'm sorry if I look a little like I have jaundice or something. The lighting, because of the day, I've got candles out and they're messing with the mic, and so I'm going in and out of focus. So at least when I was testing it out, I did. So I mean, we really like this hand. Look at this. I mean, boom, boom, boom. This could be a little more cloudy. I don't like how the sun's peeking through, but it's pretty good artwork. So what are you going to do? Me and my love of all things Nimbus. That's a deck I need to make happen, right? All right. We're just going to get active here. Cycle this. Go get this. Pass the turn and do some of this. Dun, dun, dun. All right. Yeah, Paul Dyson, I was thinking to myself about the Tick, cartoon the other day, or just this morning, and that funny scene with the, I think it was Tick versus the Filth. Oh my gosh, it was just like one of the best ones ever. That song, we're filth, we come from filth, we're going to filth. I just love that. So let's see, he's got 3 dudes left. I'd really like to torch the monkey, but I'm not gonna, because that is really gonna cost him a turn setback. So I'm gonna torch this, play this, and pass the turn. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, supposedly we're supposed to just get a deluge of rain and crazy good stuff. I hope so. Let's see. All right, some defenses would be nice. Stop these shenanigans. Maybe try to gain some life. We've got this already. All right, I'll put this in my hand. And that's all we can do. Hopefully it's not Lightning Bolt, Mountain, Bushwhacker, or we're going to be off to game 3 real quick. There's the first part of the puzzle. Does he have 2 behind curtain number red? If that's a number right, Paul Dyson. Best tick of all time when he asks God how he's doing, and then a huge hand comes out and gives the thumbs up. Yeah. Or when he meets Speak with the Aztecs. I try to get my kids indoctrinated into the tick lingo and movies, and it just looks too old to them, and they kind of look a little snobby sometimes. Look at that. All he needed was the... well, let's see. What are we going to kill here? We got to kill this guy. Yeah. Of course, we could kill that. 3, yeah. Got to go here. Of course, if we do that, let's see. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yikes. Not good. This is sucking. I think we're dead no matter what here, guys. Is there any outs I've got? I mean, I could do this just to see. Select target. That's right. You can deck people with that card. I forgot. All right. Well, 1 and 1. Off to the races. Double Fiend. The only way that draw could have got a little bit better with a little lightning bolt, but yeah, I guess Amazon's gonna have a tick. They have one episode out, and it's okay. I expected worse, and I was like, all right, that's cool. But I guess it got cleared to keep going. So I think in March they're gonna have like a whole season, so you can binge watch it. But that's a real time thing. And I don't know why Hollywood does that sometimes with remakes and stuff. They just every other day it's the same old stuff, and remake this, remake that, just craziness. And we'll probably have a new commercial next week. Very different kind of commercial. It's going to be kind of a hodgepodge thing. But anyway, yeah, it said Paul Tyson says picked it up for a season. That is true. Hey, Paul, what do you teach? I think I've gathered from, I forget if you told me or if I got the wrong person, but if I'm not mistaken, you're a professor of some sort. So let me know what's going on there. First episode looked pretty good, he says. I miss Patrick Warburton. Yeah, he's pretty good. There's a Lemony Snicket / I forget the series of unfortunate events thing on Netflix that's pretty decent. I haven't really gotten that into it. Lost it for he teaches English. All right, that's what I thought. The old you must hate me then. Between my partial dyslexia and my inability to let's see. We got boom boom boom. All right, we'll keep this. Yeah, my horrible hominin misuse. Let's go. All right. Only thing we don't like about this is he's might be keeping 7. Come on, go to 6. Then go to 5, 4, 3. Give me an easy one. No, you keep 7. All right. Well, we'll sit back with our Hydroblast. And you're the man, Deluxe. Oh, thank you, sir. That's nice of you to say. We're just going to try to stop the initial oomph from this deck hurting us. And that's a big part of the oomph puzzle. That's a word I don't know how to spell either. Oomph. All right. Hopefully he's not pack and raise. Actually, we want him to pack raise at about this point. Yeah, last night I think on my third and last glass of wine I played a Karoo and bounced it. That's when you know it's time to go to bed. All right. Boom, boom, boom. This is weird. I want to do this. Is he going to eat himself? Oh, I'll mage next turn. I got to get rid of this guy. We're at 20. Got 3 mana out. We'll be able to go fetch our goods here. Oop, there's another one. All right. Well, that's nice. Don't need that, do we? You know what? Let's go look for some. Let's go look for some filth. Filth is in the way of damage. Land. Yes, I want to get rid of land. Get rid of this one, please. We'll go like this, and then we'll go like this. Get out of here! I told you. There we go. So Rosman said there probably would be great if it wasn't such a horrible mechanic on MTG. Oh, what are we talking about here? Oh, wait, is there a deck in Pauper that revolves around +1/1 counters? Yeah, Arch Naomi asks. There's a few. I tried to make. There's whenever you get multiples of things. I got plenty of time, so I can ramble here. Whenever you get multiples of things, you tend to. There's a deck there, and there's a few enchantments that say your creature can't do anything. It's 1 green, but every turn it gets +1/1, and I've tried like crazy to make that darn thing work. Haven't been able to. It's that part's been frustrating. You know what? I'm gonna fake like I don't have white till I need it. I'm going to go right here, and we'll go get our little life stick. I think that'll probably be the most important thing we can pop, right? For now, yeah, we'll go like this. Maybe he's got that, maybe not. I'd rather just be able to stop what he's going to try to do. Mike Mann says, if you could fit a big giant robot somewhere in this deck, you would call it Liberty Prime. That's pretty cool. I'm just going to do this because I'm an impatient son of a bitch. And I want to have a blocker. And I think we might have him on the ropes here if we can stop him from doing stuff. Hey, look at that. He shows us he's hellbent. Thank you for the free information. For those of you not too into this kind of stuff, well, then why would you be watching, right? What am I talking about? I'm a jackass. Anyway, sorry, I've had a little bit too much caffeine, guys. But never play your last land. He's playing nice matching lands. A little too sunny in that art for me. But hold on here. Yeah, I should probably attack first and trick him into doing other stuff. But never, you know, if you're playing like Stompy or Goblins, and it's like, don't show me you're holding a land. Hold it in, make me think it's a Death Spark or something else. So the optimal play here, so I think, is we're going to attack. Hope he tries to do some sort of double block. And he doesn't. And he doesn't. All right. Let's go right here. And I'm going to Electricity right now. I don't want the boost happening later. Hey, look at that. He F6'd himself. I love to play mismatching white border lands. Oh, J-Seg, I hate you so much. Wink, wink. I mean love, but oh my gosh. I get so distracted when people, especially Urzatron lands. It's like, oh man, those are atrocious looking. All right, so we won that one. I'll play the replays of round 1 and 2 later. Right now, we're just going to go right. Ooh, wow, look at this. Boom, everybody wants to play today. This is good times. Real quick, our sideboard, we were on 4 Pyroblasts. We've got, let's see, 4 Pyroblasts, 2 Electricity, 3 Hydroblast, 2 COP Green, 2 COP Red, and 2 Missionaries. Rounding out our curve, like I said, we have 24 lands in this beast to fuel things like Sen's Enlistment, Ona's Grace, and being able to pitch stuff to this one. Yeah, that's the card. All right. Off to the races we go. Here we are. And yes, we would like to play first. And we get perfect mana. Good. Keep. So we're 2-1. I really thought I'd come to this 2-0, but like I said, I timed out, and that was very frustrating because I'm the one that likes to time people out. Darn it. This'll be an oxymoron first play. It's like red, damage. Oh, and I'm a little squeamish right now because sitting here and the storm's outside and there was a big spider on the wall and I missed it, and so it's like somewhere near my feet, and so if I scream like a little girl or something, you'll know why. The literal worst. 8th edition Urza lands. Oh, disgusting. All right, well, we drew the right thing. I think we're going against Burn here, and we've got a nice except we're really worried. The one thing I wish this had like more enchantment based stuff, because they bring in that Smash to Smithereens, and well, just like last game, you dread it. All right, okay, here, and we're set. So let me see. I don't know if there's much more life. I haven't played against Burn yet with this. At Nichols says Shirazaman. Hey everyone, late to the show. Interesting deck you got there, D. Good to see. Just Guy Colors. Yeah, I'm branching out a bit, expanding my horizons. Hopefully it's no knock against my midsection. That's one of my favorite Hudson Hawk jokes. He's like, looks like you've been expanding your and he's like, don't say it, Eddie. All right. I'm going to need. I hope he kills stuff. I don't think he's gonna. Let's go like this. We've got to start getting lightning bolt math in the air ourselves. Bum, bum, bum. Next time I submit a deck, I will send you pictures instead of lists so you can actually see my white bordered cards and mismatching lands, says JZeg 1980. That's a surefire way to end up in the delete folder. Yeah, maybe I'll have April Fool's Day or something. I'll do a white bordered show and everything will just look tacky and gross, and we'll lose submissions left and right. That's a good idea. Dum, bum, bum. There's another neat thing on Netflix called Abstract. It's just about art, and very, very cool series. Very impressed with it. They had a neat one on the guy that designed Nike shoes, and then they go into cars and giving you all this stuff to binge watch. All right. Well, we're going to want to hit our Muldrifter math next turn. And I might draw into. Well, I'm not going to draw into anything because I'm playing this. Never mind. Let's see what we're going to get here. Maybe Bone Splitter? And we want to make sure we hit our lands here. Do you want to use this awesome ability? No. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Son of a gun. Let's go like... Well, what I can do is I can put that on... After I attack, I can put that on the Trinket Mage and attack, and then that'll validate him so he doesn't run into Thermal Alchemy roadblock. We'll go like this. Pass the turn. Hey, we're at even life right now. Count ourselves lucky. Nickel says, white bordered forest in my mono green hexproof deck only because I couldn't have wild growth be the only white bordered monstrosity. Yeah, matching. I think the only thing they have an option for that is a foil. I think we talked about that last week, and oh man, it's crazy. Oh, chime in too. I mean, today's show is going to be a little bit longer just because the deck we're playing 3 rounds live instead of the usual 2. But if you guys have any cool, weird, wanted me to go over a deck or whatnot, let me know. First round, we'll replay that, but I faced zombies, and I was actually kind of considering bringing that today. But I had a atrocious, I think, 1-4 outing with it. I get it in my head like, hey, this is a good idea. This deck's awesome. And no, it's not. Or at least me playing it wasn't. All right. I wish we could kill our own stuff. Boy, oh boy. I think the correct play here, I'm pretty sure it's Oracle now. See what we get. We want to leave up our... do this first. Just so we have a blocker. Hopefully we draw into some... Already got that. Alright, I'll keep the mage. We'll play this. We'll attack like crazy. Hopefully he blocks something and we gain some life. Rosamond says they're hard to find on MTGO and expensive. Yeah, they're like $4 or something, the wild growths that are foil. It's nuts. We'll go here. We got an even damage raise happening here, but I don't think with 3 cards left and Live Alchemist we're going to get out of this one. I wish our opponent had less going on upstairs, but he knows not to block with the life staff out there. So that's a good little note to self. This isn't... Life staff's not that good against burn because they're not going to kill the stuff. Not like you can move things around instantly. So, but we've got CLP red for games 2 and 3. Outside of a Flaring Pain, there's not much you can do there. Ugh. Oh man, look at this. Pop, pop, pop. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, shit. Wish you would come after that Oracle. Come on, buddy. Come get me. Nope, we're dead. Boink. Can't you target the Oracle? I'm going to play burn pretty soon too because this deck, it's feeling pretty good. I've been losing to burn like almost half the time, and half the time I mean like out of 4 games it's 2-2 with White Life of all things, or the Soul Sisters deck. It's just absolute craziness. I'm like, how does that happen? All right, so we're going to bring in all the usual suspects: our Hydroblast, our Circle of Protection, and our Life Gainer. What are we going to take out? Probably Seagates, Ona's Grace. Even 1 Seagate. Now we're not going to need our Relic at all. Pyrite Spellbomb, that can go. And we could draw with it, or after the Bone Splitter and Life package here. Got to get rid of 1 more card. I like our removals here. It's probably a little steep though. 1 Journey. I mean, we're really only looking to grab that, Alchemist. So Paul Dyson says, oh, Alchemist is filthy. Yes, he sings the song, people don't play or prepare enough for COPs, says Jay Sig. Yeah, I think it's just hope they don't have it sort of mentality. Ulagurun says, haven't seen anyone play this list in a long time. Well, that's what being old's all about, and my lack of hair and all that good stuff. I went through just the avalanche of deck lists that I have, and I was like, same thing you thought. I was like, I haven't seen this in a while, and I liked it. My first knee-jerk reaction was like, 24 lands. I was like, it doesn't have that many retrace cards. Let me cut it. I'm like, no. I started really looking at it and really liking it. So it's had really good games so far against Tron too. I haven't lost. I think I went 2-0, 2-0, 2-0, and 2-1 against a lot of different variants, but it's able to just keep that that quality air flyers, and there's not, on the surface, people bring in electricity against this deck, and the only thing that works against is the Squadron Hawk. So it has a neat little built-in bluff thing going on there too. You know what? I think we might want to draw here, guys. What do you guys vote for? I don't think we want to play first. First time I could catch the stream, says Nunst Phrasen. Man, you guys got to get some better, easier to pronounce names. That's a pretty good name, but good to see you. Thanks for joining in. Love Pauperganda, he says. All right. Well, we love that people love it. All right. Let's see. Deluxe, if you don't mind me mentioning it, I have our 4th weekly Pauper event in Brockton. Hey, you know me, man. It's all about Pauper, nothing about me. You bet. We'll have at least 10 people at each event so far. That's awesome. Yeah, now if you guys are in the Boston, Massachusetts area, get yourself some flame tongue hot sauce and head on over to the cool tournament they've got over there and get a few tick comics to keep up with stuff. It's a German pun, says Geertz Friesen. Ah, gotcha. Oh, well, you'll catch my kibitzing earlier reference then anyway. Why wouldn't you want to play first? Well, I don't want to give them an extra card, and I would kind of like to draw our wins. Well, get tongue. Yeah, that's right. Funny if people haven't seen that commercial. I'll play it in a little bit, but let's see. We'll play first. All right. So I'm going to get a little aggressive with this, guys. I got kill insurance, a flyer, but this is a good way to F6 ourselves. So I'm going to mulligan. We've got to win both games. I'm going to mull this too. We've got plenty of lands. Hopefully he mulls too. I really want to get that COP. Whisper me a link if you've got one, Paul. I'll link it. Yes. And mulligan again. All right. Well, at least now we've got a little bit of defense here. I'll keep this. Yeah, we like that too. Oh, boy. I hate putting that on top. I mean, just because it's so... and I'm not going to play this till I've got it. Well, we'll eat a lightning bolt. We'll sit back. I just hopefully we can draw out the smash to smithereens play and sit back since we know we're drawing this next turn. The reason I say I didn't want to really draw Fire Blast is it's like, I want that white source to gain some life, and then, but what are you gonna do? It's 2 counter spells here. I think I'm gonna counter this. Maybe not. I'll let this one through. Ugh, says Mike Man. Yes, that's how I'm feeling with this hand. But this isn't the deck being bad. It's its pilot being bad. I was trying like crazy to... You know what? I got a feeling he doesn't have a land, and I'm not going to let him draw the land. Be screwed. Be screwed. It's me just trying to really find that COP or life, and we did. But, oh, boy. Bad play now. Another Rift Bolt. All right. Just don't want him to draw more ammo. Gosh darn it. All right. Well, here we go. So at this stage, I kind of want to hold off on my Hydroblast to kill his Thermal Alchemist because we don't really have much along the way of damage there. So, but this is kind of fortunate. I mean, I don't want to lose to burn. Nobody does, but it's good for the feed because a lot of these tend to go long. Oh, boy. Well, we got a little lucky there. I mean, that's what almost... if I could have wished him to draw something and play it that turn, it buys us a turn. And, well, here we go. We'll go get our white now. Okay. Do you want to use this awesome ability? Yes, I do, please. And here we go. We're going to walk into a Searing Blaze. Pop! So what does it mean? Nunst Phrasen. Is that like does it stand for new phrase? Or I've got German ancestry, but I don't know much else. Okay, well, we don't mind that. I mean, we take 3, that sucks, but it's much better than him torching our land. Now we've got some dudes. Really just serves to kind of slow us down, this life staff against burn. I know it sounds crazy, but in the future I might even take that out. No good player is going to pull that. So we've got a Fire Blast on the ground. And gosh, we'd already be at 5 life if not for that missionary. Oh! In your face, COP. Now he's got the Spark Elemental, which is in our little Sarah McLaughlin video of forgotten Pauper cards. I'm neither here nor there on that card. I think it's a very valid option if people aren't expecting creatures, or, you know, you just wait till the coast is clear and it's another lightning bolt. Oh, okay. Dangerous Wager. Discard your hand, then draw that many cards. All right. Oh boy. It's getting grim, guys. Pretty sure we're going to go to 2/2 land here. Unless he's just running atrociously. Boink. We're dead to burn. All right. So that's 0-2 to burn. What did we play before that? All right. The rain's coming. I'm so happy. All right, so we've got one more to go. I'm going to roll to I'll show you the deck list real quick because I was kind of hurried through it before. Then I'm going to roll some commercials. If you're new to Pauperganda, you don't want to miss those. If you're familiar with Pauperganda, it's probably a good time to go to the bathroom because there's nothing new this week. There probably will be next week, but I'm going to go over the list here real quick, guys. And yeah, so we've got 4 Ash Barrens. Really good land in this deck. Just love it. 1 Chancery. What is this? 5 islands, 3 Boilerworks, 4 mountains, 4 plains. We've got 1 of each of the artifact lands because we like to fetch it with Trinket Mages. Boy, that is some cool artwork too. Mark Nielsen. Yeah, you know, that almost has a Rebecca Guay quality to it. Oh, sorry, I'm getting into the art thing again. Sylvok Lifestaff, Relic, Pyrite, Bone Splitter. Oh, sorry, Pyrite's in 2, all the rest is 1. Flame Slash in 4. We got 3 count of Firebolt. We've got our Retrace, the best mechanic in all of Magic. I will argue with you until you are blue in the face. That is the best mechanic ever made by Wizards of the Coast, and then we run 2 of them. Might even run Flame Jab in the future. 4 Squadron Hawk, 4 Journeys. We got 4 Mold Drifters. Might take that to 3. I'm not sure. 4 Trinkets, 4 Sea Gates, and 3 of these dudes. And then in our sideboard, we run 3 of these, 2 of these, 4 of these, 2 of these, 2 of these, and 2 of these. The thing, if you want to bring up the card, Remember the Fallen. I think that might deserve a spot in this list. Even main, just 1. And I'm just not quite sure which one to do. I should have that ready here. Remember the Fallen. There it is. So choose 1 or both. This is a 2 and a white. Return a creature card from your graveyard to your hand, which sneaks in a little bit of black, or return target artifact from your graveyard to your hand. And you could use both. So, you know, you ditch a spell bomb, you do all this stuff. One of the things, yes, Lagruin, you read my mind. I was looking at it going, where's the longbow here? You know, it's, and I do think this needs 1. Maybe, I'm not quite sure in place of what, but maybe the Life Staff. I'm not sure. But that is so good against Stompy and, you know, decks that don't have the option to get rid of your stuff and you know, do things like that. So anyway, guys, real quickly, I'm going to roll to some commercials, stretch my legs, and I'll be right back to play the last round live, and then we're going to review some stuff. So I'll see you in just a minute.
Hello, Pauperganda. Don Wrinkle here, telling you about the very first show all about Pauper. It's called Pauperganda. I, Magic Great Don Winkle, fully endorse it. These guys are great. Check them out on YouTube.
It's the liquor of ages, the tonic of conquerors. Find your spark. Gin and tonic, making men into giants since 1857.
Magic of Yavamaya, now in your kitchen. Mutani Spaghetti. The only noodles whose power and tastiness are equal only to their legendary ingredients. Our pasta is made from only the finest weather sea, imported from Dominaria straight to your dinner table. Enjoy Mutani Spaghetti. Combine it with our signature Raffaello's cheeses and finish it off with a glass of sweet Rashidan. Mutani's, the magic of Yavamaya in every bite.
Available at Moros's Market.
Problem 3. For this problem, you'll need to set your calculator to maths. It's the future, and Queen Elizabeth III and Queen Elizabeth IV are going to a party held by Queen Elizabeth V. They're keen to make the right impression, so it's important that they choose their outfits carefully. Queen Elizabeth III has 40 dresses to choose from, whereas Queen Elizabeth IV has 4,000. Queen Elizabeth V has just one dress, but it has the ability to transform itself into the shape of any dress. The night before the party, Queen Elizabeth IV's handmaiden steals the patterns to Queen Elizabeth III's dresses and, working through till dawn, makes 40 exact replicas. Can you calculate the probability that all three queens will be wearing the same dress at the party? And how many times can Queen Elizabeth V's dress change before it overheats? That's the last of your problems, and you now have a few more seconds to finalize all your calculations while the following film plays. Stop fighting now.
Hey everybody, we're back. Hopefully you like the ads, and maybe if you're new to Pauperganda, you haven't seen any of them. We're in queue for our last match. Hopefully victim. Hopefully we're not the victim. All that stuff. We will replay all of the goods first rounds. So we've lost to Burn and Boros, super close, and we've won Goblins and Zombies. So like I said, maybe going to incorporate Remember the Fallen. Not quite sure. I think this is proving that it might be a good idea to run more missionaries, maybe 3, maybe even a 4. So I'm going to make a little note to myself, missionaries. Oh, there we go. And here we are. Look at this. Boy, I haven't even been on an hour yet and almost have 3 rounds down. I thought this was just going to be a one of those, like, good grief, when's this going to end sort of days. But all right, would I like to play first? Yes, I would. And again, perfect mana. Boom, boom, fetch, bounce, pow. Little slow, but that's what we're playing. So let's pretend we're control, and we'll go like this. We got a daze, baby. Boy, Delver has really surprised me lately with how lean it's running in a bad way. I've had so many wins against Delver, not to boast, which is nothing new. I used to build decks that eat it, but God, they're just beating themselves now. They're trying to get like this stompy land count, and who knows? I mean, I don't play it, but I wouldn't go below 17. I've seen some lists running like 16, 15, and they get stuck. All right. I bounce it now. Yeah, I'm just going to bounce it now. These are kind of like the S&P 500 and investing wise. You set it and you're like, I don't want to do it, but then once it's done, you're happy with the investment, and it keeps paying dividends. All right. Enough stock advice. Here we go. Radiant Fountain. This is strange, huh? Well, we'll go like this, and I'm just going to pass the turn here because we're kind of flooded. Not flooded that way, but I want to get quality out of these. What's this? A little... Oops. He's got the knowledge going. What are we playing against? It's not Delver. It's probably got some swamp persuasion lands coming down soon. Ulagruin says people are really greedy with mana bases in Pauper. Yes, they are. Come on, 3-2, says my... Yeah, no kidding. I would have loved that. Okay, so this is a nice thing to draw because we're like, hey, look at this. We've got some goods here. You know, I'm going to torch this guy. I don't want to give away free info, but I don't want to do that. I'll go like this, and I'm just going to try to keep our... Hey, yo, you, that way, boom, hit stuff, go. Dexlin, thanks for chiming in. Hey, I played against you night, came to see what I was going in with the perplexing deck. Good to see you. Hopefully, if it was last night, I might have been a little sauced with the my little wine ritual, usually on late Thursday nights, and but hopefully I was a good opponent. It's all a blur. Okay, let's see. 1, 2. Go like this. Bounce this. We got plenty of stuff here. But thanks for chiming in. Like I said, unless you chime in, I don't know who's out there. So, teachings. Ugh. Oh, did you? Hey, look at this. Shiraz, you doing a little bit of research on the side. I appreciate that. I usually do that when I play solo, but it's way too boring to do that live here. Let's see. Well, we've got everything we need. I'm going to actually pitch the... I'll pitch that. Have I played a land yet? Yeah, that's why we just did that. All right, I'll cycle this just to get stuff out. We've got red, red, white, white. Maybe he's got... I'm going to grab another white because we can charm out some stuff here. Boink. Next turn we'll start doing stuff. Not liking our chances here either because he probably runs capsize, which is something else I think this list needs. But I kind of made a promise to myself lately to just try to start playing stuff a little bit more as is, not always just auto thinking I've got the answers and stuff like that. Because a lot of times I'll be in like 1 or 2 matches into the deck and I'm like, oh, that's why that's 4 instead of 3, or that sort of thing. I'm sure you've all been there. So this is I actually hope we draw Squadron Hawk because I'd like to play it so that... No. Okay. Well, we're going to lose something, aren't we? I'll just cast this and get the counterspell over with. Uh-oh. Even worse. Exclude. All right. Well, we didn't really have much along the way of that. I'm actually going to cycle this now. I want quite a bit of land against this deck. I'm going to grab a mountain in case he's set there. I've just got to get to that mana base where I'll start retracing later, but for right now, oh boy. Now this one's going to live up to the long title here. I better watch my time and try not to talk too much because this could get a little crazy. Go like this. Maybe I should point that at him, right? Seems a little counter happy if this is going down. Oh, never mind. Haven't seen that in a few years. I think they only run one of those in the latest lists that I've seen. I'll play it and I'll go like this and walk into another counter spell. 5 cards, let's get them down to 4 maybe. What's this? What's this? Another exclude. Never mind, he's all the way back up in cards. Darn it. Alright, so this is teachings. Gotta watch my time. Capsize is the devil, says Mike Man 1978. Yes. Rewind. I should play that. I'm the editor. Okay. Hey, we like this card a whole hell of a lot. Point. Go ahead and counter it. See what happens next turn, copper. I like these little Kithkins. The Lord of the Rings, Elijah Wood looking tokens. Oh, you're not even going to let us have that? Come on! Hey, was that the card he revealed? Let's see. It was. All right, we'll dismiss that. Close that. So he's got 4 cards in his hand. I know it's kind of a no-no. I'm going to do it right now just to draw. Look at our retrace. Now it's like, nothing's dead now. If you're new to retrace, it's such a great card because look at this. We draw anything in this deck, it's good. We draw land, it's usually bad at this stage. Not anymore. We can either draw more cards or make tokens and all kinds of good stuff. So got to be a little careful though with regards to not overdoing it on our... I'm sure he runs bog and stuff like that. So, that's another thing I would like to put in is maybe I said missionary, relics. It might be nice to have one more relic. I don't think I'm a good enough player with this yet. To Gen Stukov, thanks for chiming in the Ortigo. Hello. Good to see you. Thank you for chiming in. Hopefully it's nice and rainy where you are. Of course, I got to remember the demographics. No, most people don't like rain as much as I do. Okay. So I'm going to... Let's try to bait out the counter spell. Really trying to get the Mole Drifter online here. Keep me honest with the time, guys. You bark at me if I get more than like 2 minutes down on this guy. That would suck. What's this? Some gigantic craziness. Yowza. What's he grabbing? What's he grabbing? Makes me think of the landmine turtle, says Mike Man. Yes, it's just freezing cold here, says Ortigo. Aha. Oh, wait. What did he show? Counterspell. What a terrible card. Who plays that? All right. Come on, counter it. Be counter happy. It's just a little bird. Ugh. Boy. I've seen some white border cards look better than that. That's disgusting. Looks like somebody just screwed up with a highlighter. That's awful. Refill. Again, Stukov says, the Article. Oh, do you have the list that is doing good right now? I don't know if it's this one. My list isn't doing all that great against teachings right now. But it does just feel like a toolbox. It's pretty cool. All right. Yeah, this is like the it's the worst kind of teachings. It's running innocent blood too. My goodness. Well, we're only 3 cards down. He's pulled 2 counter spells. The rewind. He's gaining lots of life. Not looking good, guys. Don't think I've ever seen that art and counterspell before, says Shirazman. I agree. I've never seen it either. I think I would have had a little dry heave if I see that thing again. That was awful looking. All right, 1, 2, 3. We know we're going to get countered if we play the Mole Drifter, so I'm going to wait on that. We're going to play this guy. Certainly. And then we'll retrace our Sends Enlistment back. Counter a creature spell. Alrighty. Boom, boom. Bounce-a-rooney. Here we go. I don't need red. And I'll do this, and I'll sack this. Take that. He probably can. At least we're out of Innocent Blood range. He's probably just got some Whale of the Nim or something like that. Mine is a Millie Fingerman promo art. I think I have every counter spell, even the white border ones. I should probably just give them to somebody. For a guy that has them all, I don't play them very often. Even in this, I'm running blue, and it's like, I don't want to counter stuff. Guntzfrazen says, by the way, I tried your Goblins list and won the Pauper tournament. Going 2-1. Thanks a lot for the in-depth video on that deck. Awesome. Good to hear. I always love doing that and hearing from you guys about that kind of stuff. That's cool. All right, let's start getting some life. Seen Millie Finger on Oprah in like 1978. I'm not quite sure what you guys are talking about. Maybe it's a reference that I missed out on. Let's see. We'll go boom, boom, boom. Let's try it. It's got 4 cards. Hey, it worked. Wow. Maybe it was a little counter happy there. We're going to save this for next turn. I'm going to put this on here. Can we do anything in our yard? Well, no. I mean, we've got Ona's Grace in there, so here comes a little lightning bolt, but he's at 29 life. This is not looking good, guys. He pitched Evan Carr's Justice, so it's like, well, he's probably holding another one. Paul Dyson says, Melty Finger Guy, the art for the original counterspell. Oh, you're right. Sorry. He has Eve Justice, though, says Dexlin. Yes, I'm sure he does. And return this. Come on. Where's our trinket and relic at this game? My problem with Relic of Pergentia is I don't really have one with the actual card. It's me again. It's my flaw as a player. I'm so impatient. I always want to trip it. Like I'm like, oh, I'm not going to let you get that. And when you only run one of them, there's almost every single time I've tripped it. It seems like the right move, and then like 3 turns later, I'm like, oh, it just would have been so much better to just keep that going. This is looking bad. At least we've got the life staff active. But we got to be careful not to deck ourselves. I might be able to just make him deck himself, but did he pay that back? Yes, he did. Boy, this is, you know what? Just for the sake of him having to do stuff every turn and maybe eat up his clock, and we don't have much else to do with our lands. We could be drawing cards. I hear you on that one, but no. Come on. A little smarter, not harder. But like this, and at least he won't be killing us with it. And boom. We might have life in us yet. Sure got a lot of stuff to take out. Journeys and Flame Slash, our hands filling up with junk. Dun dun dun. Beta Counterspell is my new favorite, says Gen Stukov, and for the ugly foil version, the art is the best. Lackerding says, hey all, late login, good luck. Yep, we're going to need it, buddy. We're what are we? 2-2, and it doesn't look like this is favorable. I'm not a biggest proponent of this deck. I've been playing it only about 24 hours, but it doesn't feel good on this end of it going against teaching. So against most other stuff feels really good. But like I said, we're just going to try to buy a lot of time here. And discard lands. This is a pretty optimal 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9 is a really good place for this to be because we can flash stuff back, shoot things. Oh, that would have been nice to... I probably should have equipped that instead. We'll see. Retrace got to just be maddening to play against because you're like, kill that. No. Oh, they're back. They're back. They're back. Yeah, dude looked pretty cool. Blue eyes. I don't know about that. Maybe they're lenses. Yeah, I prefer the beta card frames over the promos, says Shirazman. Demir Control is right. We are up against it, folks. We're up against it, folks. There's no time to lose. Deluxekov's gonna get destroyed, it looks like. Anybody out there? One of my favorite cartoons of all time was the Avatar series. The movie, they just butchered it. M. Night Shyamalama Ding Dong. That guy is the worst thing to happen to Hollywood since Michael Bay. But he, the show. It's so good. The cartoon, just love it. Kids were like raised on it, and they have a second season that came out. Losing my train of thought here. And what was really cool about it was they went and the second season they have this little radio announcer broadcast guy with an old timey voice and kind of that 1920s sort of snake oil, look at this, ladies and gentlemen, that sort of thing. So I kind of mimic that a little bit with Tim impersonations whenever I do voiceovers for that. And if you're wondering, but yeah, it's Avatar is okay for a non-Japanese show. Yes. Yeah, I've been getting into some. I've been watching Fate Stay Night with my oldest. He's really hell-bent on me getting through that so I can see the next one. A little bit too much talking for my taste, but gosh, just gorgeous landscapes and scenery and stuff like that. So, best cartoon is Daffy Duck or Captain Caveman, says Shiraz. I may be showing my age, though. Oh, boy. Yeah. Yeah, gosh, old Saturday morning cartoons. That's something our generation can't really explain to anybody else. He's got 18 lands left. We're gaining life. He's not. I'm just trying to... Does Teachings run any creatures? Is this there we go. Hey, our stuff's worth something. Hopefully we draw just a ton of counterspells while he tries to keep this alive. Huh. Well, I'd rather have Capsize get countered. Journey to Nowhere get countered because of Capsize. And I'll act a little desperate here. Okay. We'll go like this. And this. It worked. I was kind of hoping for another counterspell there, and then I'll drop the Journey and do something with our hand here. But maybe this guy's filling up against it. 17 cards, we're at 21. We can kind of keep gaining life, get out of that Justice lock. So we'll see. One of my favorite cartoons is Mega Man 1978. Was all-time He-Man. I have the power. Yeah, that was... Boy, that stuff, that and what was it, Thundercats. It's like, God, they're just so suggestive. Just all these like hulky guys, and don't want to get too detailed, but I was always kind of giggle. It's excited and his sword grows. I'll let you fill in where I'm going with that. It's just it's like, really? Transformers was probably one of my very favorites. I had the pleasure of working with Vic Caroli. I might actually have him do some Pauperganda stuff if he's still around. I haven't talked to him in like 4 years. I might have mentioned this already at some point, but he did all the voice, it is the year 2005 and all that cool, like those voices that he did for the commercials and a lot of the narration and stuff. And I might have said this a week or two ago if it came up. I can't quite remember. That's a bad thing about doing these is everything kind of runs together. But anyway, one of my buddies' birthdays came up and I was working with him at CBS at the time, and I sent him a quick little script, and he called it onto his he recorded it, and then I gave it to the guy, so he's like got that as like his ringtone for like forever. Cracks me up. All right, probably gonna get countered here. What are we on today? This is Killer Tofu. What up? This is Just Guy, for want of a better word. It's just kind of like doing stuff deck. It's pretty cool. Now, next time we get a land, I am going to trip this, but for right now, look, I was just condemning myself about how bad it is to just trip that all the time and this, that, and the other, but I think it's going to be warranted here. He's only got 15 cards. We've got him by about 40 seconds. This might not be over. What is this? All right. I sure wish that went to the graveyard. Come on, land. All right, well, we'll drop this, and we'll go get a land. Okay. Yes. I'll grab this. So I'm going to go boom, boom, boom. I'm going to hold down control for the who's at home. We'll say this. Pitch this. Trip this. Go like this. And our Sens Enlistment is saved. Hey! And we get a nice little card in the process. We'll save that for next turn. This is roughly the list we are playing. Yes, Visionaries, Knights of the Magical Light. I don't know of that cartoon. That sounds pretty cool. Jace and the Wheeled Warriors. Love them all. Killer Tofu in the house. Thanks for joining us, everybody. I'm in a super good mood. And again, if you're late to the feed, I apologize if I look a little weird color. I've got candles and they're messing with the camera's Luma settings. So I was coming in and out of sunburn to severe jaundice. So, all right, let's go like this. We're just trying to play the time game here. Oh, he's letting us go get it. Yes, I would like to do that. I'll go get that, please. Thank you, sir. May I have another? Go like this. Put this on this. Boom, boom. Oh, shoot. What am I doing? I clicked on the wrong thing. Oh, well. We'll save it for next time. Come on. We're only up 15 seconds. I had better be careful. Squawking too much here. Dude, how come you haven't seen Visionaries? Love that cartoon. Humanoids. It's like they're on Journey to Nowhere. Toys were the jam for Visionaries. Yeah, I'm totally at a loss on that one, guys. Sorry. I don't even think I've heard of it. We'll say nope. We'll not pull a jackass move this time. We'll pay 3. So you might say, why are you doing stuff? Because it costs him time, that's why. Eats our time too, but he's more likely to be on the reactionary side of things. So he's only got 10 cards left. I don't think we're going to be doing the damage game here. Here it comes. Alright, cool. 10 cards to go. You know, I think I'm going to hit him with this. Draw your stuff. You draw cards, sucker. I ain't playing the damage race game anymore. You want to counter drawing cards? Cool. Sends Enlistment it is. Boom, boom, boom. Oh yeah, we'll go like that. Discard a land. Whoop. Gain some life. Got 6 cards. You sick little monkey, says Mike Man. My favorite way to win outside of Infect. Anybody try that creatureless Infect last week? I got quite a few emails. Can't quite remember who at this point, but a lot of fun. One of you out there had that cool red proliferate that was actually working pretty well. I think I only won on time if memory serves on that one, but 2, 3. Pull this back. Pay 3. Ditch the land. Bring some stuff out. Gain some life. Pass the turn. Search for burn. 5 cards remaining. Let's see. He's at 13. We got him by a minute now. This is feeling all right. That's why I just love retrace, guys. See how we're just everything we draw is good. Even if it's a land. We pitch it, we gain 3 life. He's got to do stuff, burn 30 seconds each time, killing stuff. And yeah, life staff's paying some good dividends. I was just bitching about it, and now look at this, right? Good times. Well, that'll speed up the clock quite preferably. Let's go like this. Come on, counter, where are you? The poor guy's got to be squeaming in his seat, lol. I hope so. I'll go like this. I want to draw land, darn it. We've only got 15 cards ourselves. Better be careful here. I'll sack this. Yeah, I'll go like this. I better be careful here. Draw something. Alright. Definitely don't like that, but what you gonna do? I got 13 cards. He's got 4. Oh shit, I was hoping he was going to 3, but I guess not. Not quite sure what the play is here for him. Unless he's got some cool trick. Used up half his clock now, and it looks like we're going to pull this one off in a win. So maybe that's how we win in this one. What did he just play? Cards are too big right now. Let me bring it down just a little bit, guys. Oh yeah, he just played Heaven Cards Justice. Oh, that's a strange person. Draw, draw, draw. Boom, boom, boom. I mean, like this will live through some stuff. At 3 toughness again. We'll put this in our hand because we would like to go boom, boom, boom. Play this. Return this. Well, he's going to do that regardless, but I want to have stuff there for it. If that made any sense, sorry. Discard a land, sure. Not going to eat no edict, sucker. Here we go. This will die. Hopefully, we will abide. Killer Tofu on drugs? I mean, what person in a normal state of mind would play that deck? Yeah, what was I playing the other day? I think I was playing my Rakdos deck, and the person said, that was the most unfun game of Magic I've ever had in my life. And I was like, oh man, I'm sorry. Of course, he logged off right away, but I was just like, good grief. All right, he's got 3 cards. Come on, compulsive research. Let's make him draw cards. I guess every deck technically has 2 win conditions. Most of them can do the other, drawing stuff out, but and I think the thing is, can someone, Shirazman, does he, how many, I would normally look this up, but I just don't have the wherewithal right now. How many Gurmags is he running in that list? Is it 2? I think we're just going to keep in the journeys here. A little disappointed with Wizards of the Coast that there was that big crash that happened. I think it was Wednesday. It cost me a round, and they still haven't done anything with the refund. I was really surprised. All right, he's got 1 card left. I think we got this one, guys. Mystical should be running Curse, unless he's just that unlucky. It seems like he isn't. Yeah, that's a good point. All right, we got the life thing going here. Come on, let me draw compulsive research. If I had like 20 minutes and he was at this stage, it'd be cool to like deduce what is in his hand if we actually have. Yeah, he should have 1 Curse main deck. Wouldn't that be something? It's the very bottom card. Regardless, we really need to gain some life here. But again, we want a creature, which is highly probable, or something. Let's see, he's got that. Boom, boom. Good times. All right, first things first. In case he's got some weird trick, I don't want to have to eat my own dude. So I'm going to journey that. So how many is that now? Gurmags. Somebody keep count, please. That would be appreciated. All right, well, we'll do this. Is he quitting? What's going on here? Okay. All right. Hey, I was all doom and gloom, but we won the first one, right? Good times. Now, gosh, it would be so nice if I had... going to bring in our Pyroblast for the Counterspell Wars, and if he does have the Curse... I imagine he's running at least 2 Gurmags, if not 4. Yeah, was anybody paying really close attention? Because I wasn't. I want to make sure. Don't need the spell bombs. Those can go. Probably get rid of all the flame slashes, and we'll just keep it into a Journey to Nowhere contest, maybe. Good on you for pulling that one out, says Mike Man. Yeah, not done yet. 2 journey, 1 double burn. 3 Gurmags. Yeah, I think we keep these two dudes. We've got this, and this can also target them too. So I might go that same plan this game. I'm gonna bring in the missionaries just for extra creatures, and knowing that that's kind of his goal is to just kind of justice out. Justice out. Drop the mic. And I think so. We got to get rid of 2 cards here. You guys got any votes in there? I saw 3, says Nichols. Thank you, Nichols. Very cool. There were 3 at least. Well, yeah, or maybe that last card. Wouldn't it be nice to know what that was? But we didn't see capsize. Maybe it was the last card or the curse. But regardless, we've got the Pyroblast coming in. Relic, Bone Splitter. We've got the life. I'm thinking I lose a Firebolt. We're ahead on time, sir. Oh, Firebolt and a Slash. Maybe another Firebolt. Yeah, I mean, I really would like to keep the Gurmags at bay with Journey, but they can be countered. So I'm banking on kind of a combination of being able to do those 2 things there. Yeah. I'm gonna actually bring in keep 3 Slashes because he's got so much counter magic in there. Gotta stretch the hands here with my almost broken finger. And you can tell when it's raining, my finger gets like, probably can't see on this little screen, but it's like way bigger than my right swollen. Doctor said it was going to take a long old time. If you guys missed that story, I jammed it really bad at Christmas time. Son threw a football at me. I thought it was broken. It was gigantic. But then I went to see one of the best doctors around who works with a lot of UFC guys and Kobe Bryant and all these people. And my wife knows some really good doctors, and he assured me it wasn't broken, but it was cool because I got to meet Bruce Buffer, the UFC announcer, right out of the gates. So, ugh. You know, I'm going to keep this because we've got our little life gain / eat up the clock. We can hawk, we can grace, and when things start to matter, we've already got the counter spell there. So, all right, let's go. Boom, boom, boom. Let's get that out now. It's probably something you might even want to consider countering that. I think that's the only thing that kept us in the game. So, nice little toolbox here. Okay, we got that. I don't really want to walk into counterspell, but damn it, I'm gonna. Is he ready to rumble? Yeah, he had a torn ACL. And like I said, the guy, Dr. Shin is his name. He's just like the man. He's awesome. I'm actually going to take all of them and throw my Ona's Grace in the yard. But one of these doctors that, I don't know about you guys, it's like, gosh, with payments here in America, it's just ridiculous how much insurance and stuff is. But it's so nice to get a wizard. And I don't mean like a magic reference. I mean just somebody that really knows their stuff. Just boom, just Johnny on. That's what it is. That confidence, I'm sure of it. Boom, boom, boom. And there was no, well, it could be this. You might want to try. It's like I can do that myself. I don't need that from a doctor. I want somebody to go, this is this way, this is why, this is here, and thank you, good night. Boom. Just get out of here. All right. Boy, oh boy. I'm going to do this while I can because I want to grab red. Gotta stop talking so darn much. Ooh, I'll say 2 cards because we're going to have to do it anyway. Hate to do it. I'm going to throw both hawks out. We'll pull this off. I might have wanted to throw the Chancery out there. I'm not sure. Did we already play land? I guess that's why it doesn't work, right? Yeah, it's very rare that I stop celebrities because nobody likes to be bugged like that. But when I saw Bruce Buffer, I was like, what? It's like, my kids think you're insane. All they ever know of that guy is that ridiculous over-the-top voice that he's always doing. So let's go. Let's get this countered first. I really want my Trinket Mage to stick so I can go get red. But hopefully this eats some counterspell. God, that is just like, what is this, a Jazzercise lady? I've always wondered that about this art. It's awful. All right. Oh, gotta remember to attack. That's what we're trying to do. Could have chucked the Flame Slash and the Chantry. Definitely one of the extra creatures in hand. Probably. But I'm kind of hell-bent on decking him now. or this timeout mode. I've been here many times, and I don't think we're going to be able to get through enough damage. We're not playing Stompy or Goblins or something like that, where it's just, you know, we've got quite a few creatures, but not that many. And we're definitely going to get 1 for 1. So I'm, who knows? Might come back to bite me in the butt. We'll see. Let's cycle this. That's the most screwed I've ever been for colors ever with this deck. I mean, it usually comes out swinging pretty good. Now we're going to go get our relic, our big time hog. If he lets this through, I think I'll counter the counter just to eat stuff up. Probably an exclude. No, it's this one. All right, well, we'll counter you, sir. Use up some more. You've only got 3 cards in hand. Did it work? Hey, look at that. Stuff is alive. It's alive. Relic. Right? Deep breath. Slow down. Not too slow. We've only got 11 minutes. Relic. All right. I got to start equipping some of this stuff, man. It's probably sitting on a Doomblade. I always like when people do that, like with Bone Splitter and stuff. It's like, oh, got you 2 for 1. It's like, no, you didn't. You made me spend 1 mana, but it'll be back next turn. Lackerding says, counterspell looks like she gives the finger. Yeah, that's pretty good. Tom Baker is my favorite, says Mike Man 1978. But the recent Dr. S's have been pretty awesome, too. Dr. S, what are we talking about? And Unearth looks a lot like the finger, too. Tom Baker was great. All right, clue me in here, guys. What's going on? Got to give a clue here now. Don't want any more yelling. All right, I got your counterspell right here. Hey, didn't even put up a fight. Look at this. Not really a fan of Bumble Snatch. Humperdink. Okay. Not sure about that. Let me go like this. This is the bigger target, so I'm going to... You know what? That's folly. I'm going to make them both a target by doing this. Boink. All right. Bonus grace to me. 29, 38. Ooh, he could deck us if we're not careful. I might just be able to kill him here. Who would have thought? Turn creatures sideways and do damage. That just might work. What is this? Forbidden Alchemy. Ooh. Love that card because it doesn't even show you. It's just like, yep, you got to just wonder what it is. Doctor is what they meant, LOL. Doctor Who talk. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I cannot get into that show. So many people I respect and love tell me I got to try it, and I don't know. Maybe let me know of an awesome episode that's out there, but all right, we'll lose Slash there. Gotta watch the time here. Got to watch the time. He's already got an angler, so we know he's not going creatureless here. I'm so tempted to pitch this, guys. Should I? I can't do it right now, but... Stormbound? What's going on? What's that all about? Well... we can go like... this. Eat it. But now we're kind of screwed if he has anything else. That persuasion... Crying Angels was pretty good too. Alright. Do I have anything? No. Go like this. Time Hog to the rescue. Now we really don't want... Hold up, guys. Do you think I should bust the relic? Only got Grace. Don't really need it. You know, if he's got a Gurmag, he's just going to be able to cast it. So... probably what he's doing here. Nope, this is the buyback engine coming to town. Boom. All right. Well, we're good. What's this? Ooh, is this the Gurmag move now? Yep, there it is. Well, now the relic feels really good where it's at. Boy, sometimes decks just like you. Isn't that nice? I feel like Bob Ross right there. Yeah, put a little happy enchantment out there and let that guy have a nice little home underneath here. It's all good. Here we are. Cycle, baby. Go grab some more red. And 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll play it. Maybe we can own his Grace at the end of the turn. Who knows? Too bad there's not a Swampo Blast to counter black spells. Yeah, that'd be pretty neat, huh? Alright. Got your retrace right here. What on earth is this? Okay. It's got 7 minutes. We got 9. Feeling alright. Boom, boom. Boom, ba-da-boom, boom. I'll do it while I can. No, stuff's gonna die anyway. I'll trinket. Okay, I wish I had another relic. Really wish I had two relics. Not many more. 2 would be nice. Boom. Keep that red open, Adrian. Boom. And now we want to capsize because we've got the answer in Pyroblast. Boy, that is some pretty terrible artwork there too. Here comes our little life's fun. Boink. Gain life. Keep them honest. We're at 20, you're at 16. Got them by 2 minutes now, guys. Look at this. I was all doom and gloom, and we might just teachings the teacher. How you like that? All right. Cast it, baby. Refill this hand. I'm going to play it because I want to gain life and stuff goes bad. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on. Yowza. Almost F6'd myself. Thank goodness that's not an instant. Feeling pretty good. All right, we've got Grace in there. I'm going to close these down so we can see a little bit more real estate there. Bob Ross. Oh, wow, they have a little thing there. That's a trip. I had no idea. Man, how many of those are there? That is craziness. Yeah, see, he's just hard casting it now. So we're after the relic to stop the utility of everything going through all hardcore and such. Seagate for a blocker. Maybe go find a journey. Maybe like this. Come on, counterspell. Hey, look at that. We beat Teachings 2-0. Maybe it's not so bad. So, it's not over. We're going to replay the first 2 rounds. We broke even with this. Some changes. Look over the list here, guys. What would you, before we go into the replays and stuff like that, boy, that's just an hour and a half. That didn't take too long at all. What would you guys suggest? The question here is, with this list, I'd really like to work in Remember the Fallen, some more missionaries. I know CLP Green seems dead because we just didn't face Stompy at all. I don't know if we really need it. I'm not sure. I mean, yeah, you get a Pit Salt coming through or against a Hexproof. That can get pretty nasty pretty fast. So the 3-2 Dream. Yeah, I'm happy to go 3-2 when I play live because it's nerve-wracking and trying to do all the push all the buttons and roll commercials and do all that stuff. So anyway, so while you guys are thinking about that, we'll replay round 1, which was against a pretty interesting what was it? It was a zombie matchup. So I'll play the sideboarded game. We won this one 2-0. It's against a player Penato. And we'll see where it goes here. So again, his hand, we don't let's see. Strange that I kept that. I think I was thinking, you could just pitch the relic and who knows what we're up against here. So we've got this is game 2. That's why I kept it, because I saw a relic, because I know this is a graveyard recursion engine. So he's using like Dregscape Zombies with the Unearth to trigger this, to kill it, to zap stuff. So right here, it's like this trick doesn't work. So normally you're able to pull that off. It gets 2-2, then you flash it back with haste, and I would have been at like 13 already. But again, this is just when we just love Seagate. And Corpse Churn, that was a card. Still haven't seen this get much love. Put the top 3 top cards of your library in your graveyard and return a creature card from your graveyard to your hand if you want to. You may. And I thought that card would see a lot more play. A lot of people did. And this is one of the first decks I've ever seen it in. I wouldn't play it either. It it's one of those things, the quality of Pauper is just too high that even a great card like that, it's like, dude, there's only 75 spots. Okay, zombies and a tourney, yes. And it loses. It's probably like my mirror universe self. It was like, damn it, I'm going to play zombies because I feel like it. And you lose. So, yeah, this is slowly my evolution into being a more control-y player. Who knows? One of these weeks I'll actually shock everyone and play Delver. But I got to wait for it to not be the king on the block. I'll probably play it when it's supposed to lose. Makes for a better show, right? Schwarzman says, the usual standard bearers could slot into the board. Yeah, they could. I'm really hesitant about bringing in any 1/1s. I love the illusion of electrickery against this deck. It's horrible. It's like all it does is clean out Squadron Hawks. It's like a 1-for-1. I mean, there's the argument here of, they can ultimately, they 4-1 you. And it's like, well, that's if you're, playing right into them and stuff. But regardless, here's the deal with this deck and with Affinity too, which I've gotten like 4 times with this list. You'd think, I want to do all this stuff between Journeys and the Bone Splitter. Bone Splitter is Affinity's worst nightmare. All your 2/2s block and trade, and once you have COP out, you're immune to Fling and a Tog, and you just block everything and keep going. And heck, if we got both equipments out, all it takes is a Bone Splitter and a Life Staff, and your little Kithkin tokens all of a sudden are pretty formidable. And then there's little combat tricks like this. He doesn't want to run into us because 5/5 meets 3/1, and ping, you're dead. And God, these are some atrocious lands. Looks like Bob Ross lost his whole kit, fell over onto the art, and phone rang, he forgot to clean it up, and it just dried like that. That is a terrible looking swamp. Yes, I'm worried about the hexproof matchup. Oh, with this deck. Yeah, I haven't faced it yet. Got 2 Electrickeries and COP green, and I don't know if we're fast enough to really wait them out. Maybe it needs like a, because we don't have any enchantments outside of the COPs. So that's how that one went. I mean, it's just kind of a ground stall. We've got the Relic Lock. Again, I would have liked to have 2. So I'm probably going to update this list and look to Facebook. I'll have it on there pretty soon. So that was the first round. I'm going to go to, gosh, one of these years they're going to fix this. We're going to go to the loss. So I won, and this was against Boros tokens. And I remember thinking, this was this morning, I played, I think, the zombie matchup this morning too. That's right. But against Boros, I was like, man, this deck is awesome. It's like you get rid of this. You just don't let them build up the Alpha Strike. You just keep picking apart stuff, and your creatures are better, and your card draw actually does something. It's not bounce bing, bounce ding, and then 500 turns later you're getting the advantage. It felt really superior. Then we lost. I think we got mana screwed. But this replay of the last one, this is epic. I lose on time to this one. Little spoiler alert. I'm going to kill the board there, and we're going to play this out. Bob Ross's and Jackson Pollock's love child made that land. Yeah, that was pretty ugly looking. So come out. We've got nice anti-hawk insurance, but that grudge is really key in this game. It's really great against this deck. You wouldn't think it. But of course, it's when I get mana screwed there. Always tap your lands before you play your little carouse. And he's got, I think, yeah, I was thinking to myself, let me pause it here real quick. I know it's going a little fast. I was thinking to myself that last turn, I'm like, boy, grudge, what was it, double grudge would be really mean, followed by Stone Rain. And what does he pull off? That. And I didn't even know they really ran that, but I think if I was, if you look at there was some list I just posted of, Scorekeeper. Maybe I'll go over that real quick after this. But I use Evil Presence now if I'm playing Swamps, and the logic being, with Marasa out and any good Tron pilot, they can usually bounce their lands and stuff, and if you have a way to get your enchantments back, Evil Presencing a Tron land is a lot better than destroying it in many cases, at least right now in the metagame right now. I was very tempted to play a Wrecking Ball with Befoul Rakdos build so that it's like never a dead card. It's like, if I can nab a Crusher with it. If the opponent's kind of screwed, I could start picking on their lands, and I'm still working on that. It's just a case of my Rakdos deck, not to boast, is already so good. It's like, do I really want to tweak the gears? And I kind of arrive back at, I should just play what I built prior. But anyway, look at me. I'm all worried. I see this red, and I'm like, so I'm at 454. Opponent's at 6, and I lose by, I think, 4 seconds. I think I'm a little bit more clock aware than most people, but so what do you think about Molten Rain? Oh, I love the card. It's never noticed that before. It says JSig COP. It says of your choice, does not target. Huh. I don't think I've ever noticed that either. Love me some Wrecking Ball. Yeah, it's an instant too. I mean, good luck with that, right? So we're really screwed. He's got the nuts against us. Gets rid of our graveyard. We're just like, what the heck? But we can keep the board, and look at this. It just, right? This feels horrible. But I come back. It's a good example of the quality that this deck has, because I'm going to shrink it because this gets pretty big, guys. But nothing up against the Kitty builds. I mean, I remember talking with Turbo Kitty about this when he was first had the initial idea for it, and saw firsthand, it run over me a few times with him as the pilot. But it's like, boom, you play this, you draw another one of these. I think, and I've been over this before, I think sometimes this deck gets a little too, I'll just say, hell-bent, not meaning it literally, figuratively, but on the whole cutesy boing, 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 bouncing stuff. I understand it's the engine and stuff like that, but I don't know. I think I might lose a few, maybe just play the prisms. I'm not sure. I don't play the deck, so probably not the best person to ask. Anyway, boy, it's raining hard outside. I sure hope the forecasts are true. They said it's supposed to just dump all weekend. I bet they're lying to me. It's never enough. All right. So we get this out for our little Glint Hawk insurance package. He flashes that back. We get Stone Rained again, but we're able to persevere. I pitch it to draw as opposed to drawing more, and he passes the turn, which I'm like, okay. And then he whack, there goes our graveyard again. Okay, time to gain some life. Here we go. Surely he's going to kill me now. Nope. Comes back. Here come the Hawks. Would I like to use this ability? Yes. Boiler works. Nice big fat Stone Rain trap. Come and get me, Stone Rain. Where you at? Firebolt flashback. Now I know he's a little nervous. Those 4 cards can't be like mass removal. He's firebolting a Squadron Hawk. 3 minutes to 3 minutes. I will discard a card. I will play this. I will do stuff. Yes. Gonna go gain some life stuff. Here we go. 3 minutes remaining. He's got 3:30. Now we're at 2:45. Coming on in. Coming on. Boink. We're drawing cards. Doing all kinds of stuff. Yeah. Oh, if anybody out there comes across lands that look very, very stormy, the more Nimbus sky, the better. If you notice my artwork, everything looks kind of dark. I'd like to find even darker ones. So if you come across one, send me an email, pauperganda@gmail.com. I know it's silly. Tell me like the expansion and the artist so that I can look, because it's one of those things you can't really search for that. You just got to know about it or have it in your collection to see it. You can't really unless somebody knows of something out there that does that. So yeah, the Tempest Stone Rain art is awesome. Online, I think the what was it, Kamigawa art, it's the only like black bordered one that's actually nice. That's the one I prefer to play. It doesn't have that just child's drawing that this one does. I mean, this one looks, so we're at 141. Yeah, this one. That's the Stone Rain I like to use too. He comes out, pitches his own dude. I'm going to drop this guy 2 minutes and 30 to 130. I don't know. Do I get? I guess I do get this back, because I know it's just by a few seconds that I get him by. We're at 24. See, these games go so long. That's another reason to play another Relic, because it's just such a nice time hog. Relic's great when you like to time people out, because they've got to respond. They've got to do stuff. They got all these cool things. All right, we'll pop that. Boom. This is where I'm thinking I can maybe time them out. You want to see the graveyard live? I think there's a Tempest Plains with Lightning Storm on it, I think. Yeah, I'm not so much, even Lightning. I love Lightning in real life. Easily my favorite weather. But on art, I just want that gloom. I'm weird. Gloom makes me happy. I get like fired up. I'm never depressed like most people get. Darker the better. I mean, where it's just like, y'all need a flashlight out and it's noon outside. I love that kind of weather. But when lightning is in an art, it's like it takes a little bit too much away. I just want that. I guess most people would think it's like depressing. I just love those things and don't get enough of it in my life. So I like to play a game where I can look at it a lot. So white borders. I love planes with the cute zebras on it, says Arch Naomi. Yes. All right. Here we go. So I've got 28 seconds. He's got 22. Looks like I'm going to pull it off. We're down to this. We play this. I probably shouldn't even have done that. I'm not even sure. But I've got to stay alive here. So that's the conundrum I'm under. And I'm like, don't tell me to choose. 12, 10. Yeah. 6. Oh, never play that card when you're trying to win on time. I should have, in retrospect, I should have trickeried, slashed that, and passed the turn, and I might have been able to win on time. Note to self, never, ever, 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 and under a time crunch, there's too many decisions and things to click on. I don't know what I was thinking there, but you can see 11 seconds to 1. Pretty cool for a replay, right? I thought so. And we'll go to our last one here. Which one was it? Oh, yeah, this was... Wait, no. Those were the 2 replays. So anyway, this is the deck that we went 3-2 on this one. I'll show you it again here real quick for just... Then I'll go over Scorekeeper real quick too, because that was a deck pretty near and dear to my heart. So there's kind of a running theme here with design right now. I'm just having an issue with cap size and trying to, gauge the metagame. Like, you expect Stompy, but then, like you said, we run into teachings, and if anybody thinks Pauper sucks right now, they've got something loose, because it's just epically. I mean, look at this. We went against zombies, white, red Boros. We went against goblins, burn, and teachings. So I don't know. Show me a game, and that's this tournament. I mean, we didn't even see Delver or Stompy, the top 2 decks right now. So just screams variety. If you know people that like Magic, get them into this game. It's so awesome. I mean, this game inside of a game, Pauper. It's what we're all about. Promoting it and all that stuff. So anyway, that's enough of this deck. I'm going to show you guys this one. All my own design. I made this a while back. And again, this is one of the ones I almost played today, because I was like, I got to revisit some stuff, this, that, and the other. Send them an email, guys, because I'm not going to be able to look at the reference. So just pauperganda@gmail.com, or hit me up on Discord. If you don't have that app, get it. Discord, I think .com. I know I'm always plugging it, but they deserve it. It's a really good app. It's like all Pauper. It's like the best of Reddit, Facebook, everything. It's just Pauper. So feel free to hit me up on that. Anyway, so swamps, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 swamps. We got 3 plains, all 4 basilicas, 4 crossroads, 2 bogs, and our favorite ash barrens. Running dead weights because we fetch them and get them back, and they usually kill most everything in the format. We play the Tortured Existence. If they counter it, we go get it again. We play Journey to Nowhere. If they counter it, we go get it again. If they kill this, we go get it again, or we go get it again, or we go get it again. You're getting the point? And sometimes this isn't right. I have 2 Fairy Macabres main. I just didn't know where to put them, guys. I mean, it is a black deck. 2/2 flying kills Delver. So I just shoved them in there because I wanted access to 4 of them. And there are times it's pretty funny. Like I had a game yesterday where I was playing, and my Pit Keeper wasn't quite there, and so I just end of turn boink boink and had it, and then I was able to turn on Pit Keeper. So there is a little bit of synergy there. Got 1 Crip Rats main, 1 Guardian, and Sen's Enlistment, which we've seen pay dividends. Again, noticing a theme: retrace. Got too many lands? I know what to do with them. 24 is a great, just stalwart number that a lot of people play in control builds, and you don't want to get flooded, because you almost can't get screwed. I mean, it will happen, but that's the way it goes. This is our anti-fling and rolling thunder insurance. I'll let you drool on this card. When you don't have prismatic strands, maybe you don't have the funds for it. This is a great option. You counter Electricity, gain a bunch of life. Not that Electricity is good against this. Let me catch back up here. Whisper me links, completely broken, or email cough, says Tickerding. Yes. Represent, says Killer Tofu. Good times, and the fairy's really necessary in the meta right now. Show me a deck that doesn't use a graveyard. I mean, if we're going against maybe another deck that has Stinkweed Imp, boom. Retrace, boom. I mean, graveyards are an integral part of any good deck, and I never dislike seeing it. And unlike Relic, which you can always pitch and grab, this is a flying 2/2 creature. I mean, if it cost 2, it'd be awesome, but it doesn't. But, number 1 deck in the format's Delver, so I'm never, even against that, it's like, what? They have to hard counter it, so you bought a counter spell with it. or you kill a Delver with it. They're the top 2 cards in that deck. So yeah, it feels clunky, but when it's one of those when you play it, you're like, this ain't so bad. So I didn't like Raven's Crime main because it's only good in some varieties of control. And the sideboard here, we've got the rest of the Macabres and the Core Sanctifiers, because we can just keep bringing these things back and kicking them. Got 1 COP red, 1 COP green, and a Pestilence to round it out. And Evil Presence, I was talking about this card against Tron. I like it better than Land Destruction right now. The Pulse of Marauders everywhere. Everybody's playing it. It's crazy. So let's see. No problem. Seems good, says Shiraz, and we're set. So anyway, guys, I'm going to roll some commercials, but that's it for this week. Questions, comments, concerns, how to regrow hair, stuff like that. Send it to me at pauperganda@gmail.com. I read everything. Love the love. Well, should have a commercial next week. We'll see. For right now, not quite sure what's on the plate. But anyway, we'll see you next week, guys. We're going to have one show off in March. I think it's mid-March. I'll have a little silly promo about that later. But anyway, great hanging out with you. I love seeing you every week. And please spread the word and spread the love of Pauper. Great format. You guys are great. Love y'all. See you next time.
Hello, Pauperganda. Don Wrinkle here, telling you about the very first show all about Pauper. It's called Pauperganda. I, Magic Great Don Winkle, fully endorse it. These guys are great. Check them out on YouTube.
We've harvested the hottest spices in all the Dominaria. We've delved deep into the forgotten caves of Keldor to bring you the hottest sauce of any plane. Introducing Flame Tongue Hot Sauce. Our thermal alchemists have flame slashed and fire blasted only the most Syrian ingredient to bring a flame to your tongue that causes serious damage. Get tongued. Get Flame Tongue Hot Sauce. Deal 4 damage to any meal.
Available at all fine Singer superstores.
Attention Pauperganda Knights, show your love of all things Papa with our Ultra Deluxe Playmats. And true to our Papa roots, the glorious artwork is 100% free.
Trying to give these guys everything they can get to me, that's it.
Just send an email to pauperganda@gmail.com with the subject 1, 2, or 3, and we'll send you the playmat file for free.
I gotta read it again because my mind is just a piece of shit this morning.
All you need to do is visit our friends at inkgaming.com. Order yours today.